Okay, speaking of movies, if you enjoy a good horror flick, we found someone here in town who makes them. Joining us now is director Jill Gevargizian.
Gevargizian.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so she's got the $1 million name today, but she also makes some $1 million movies, of course. So what got you into horror?
Well, since I was a little girl, I always loved anything that made me scared. It kind of started with, playing hide and go seek in the woods at night, and then I slowly discovered stuff like Are You Afraid of the Dark on Nickelodeon.
So I love stories like that, when you know from an early age you have an interest in something and then you go after it. But you're actually directing a film that is playing in film festivals right now. So can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I have a short film out there right now called 42 Counts, and it's actually based on a true story that happened here in Kansas City a few years ago. It's about a couple girls discovering that they're being watched by lots of hidden cameras in their apartment.
Okay, and
Yeah.
that being a true story, that's particularly meaningful.
Yeah, it made the experience of making it scary on a different level, kind of going through what someone really did.
Right, and voyeurism's a crime, so no one do that. What other films have you directed?
I've directed quite a few, one called STYLIST. It was my last film on the circuit. It's streaming on Shudder, which anyone can get a subscription to, and it's on Vimeo on demand.
Okay, so we can actually check you out right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is this movie about?
It's about a hairstylist, to put it plainly, a psychopathic hairstylist.
Oh, wow.
Who is looking for an escape from herself.
Okay, so we also have another film maybe you want to talk about, Call Girl?
Yeah, Call Girl was my first short film, written by my friend Eric Havens, and that's really how I fell into directing. I was kind of helping on other people's projects, and he had this script ready, and I just kind of asked, can I take a shot at this? And since then, I've been addicted to directing films.
Okay, what about LOOGEY?
That is a music video I made with the production company Method Media here in town. He is a local hip-hop artist, and it actually kind of combined a lot of things I love. It has a horror narrative, and I love rap music, so it was a lot of fun to make that.
Oh, that does sound like a lot of fun. So I have to pick your brain because the last scary movie I saw was Jeepers Creepers. What is your favorite horror film?
My favorite of all time is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, wow. Why?
I think it's one of the first horror films that you really got to see kind of into the side of the villains. You kind of got to know them a little more rather than being just these flat monsters that you didn't know anything about, which I think made it even more scary that you kind of got to know how they operate.
Okay, and Jill and I were talking off camera. She actually films a lot of these in the Kansas City area, which is so cool. Jill, thank you so much for sharing your insight.